Lubbers, so here we are, another week, another workout. So 2 sections today. The first section, I'm going to remind you of a beautiful sequence of 4 moves, and I want you to keep these moves in your pocket. I want you to keep them handy for all the way over the festive season when you feel overloaded, when you feel kind of stodgy and lumpy. These are quick moves that you can do that will raise your nitric oxide levels, which will just get your blood flowing and will literally lift you. So we're going to remind ourselves of that, and then I've got a workout that's really based on flexibility, so really moving in different planes. And then in the second half I have got an upper body strength section. So let's get going with a little bit of a warm out. So set your feet underneath your hips and let's just roll the shoulders back. Roll and squeeze. Roll and squeeze, let the elbows lead, and breathe as you roll and squeeze those shoulder blades together. Your elbows are driving this move, they're sort of like the front of your move, the bumper of your car. Now let's take those back the other way. Make those circles with those elbows as big as possible. See if you can get those shoulder blades touching, knees are soft, and you're breathing. And 3, 2, and 1. Let's put the hands on the hips and take an ear to the shoulder. Very gently, very slowly, just loosening up the top of the spine. Knees are soft. Belly button is gently pulled in. Your lady bits are sort of engaged. There's sort of an energy in there that everything's sort of pulled up, but not tight, you're not breath holding. And then let's do some looking. So looking over that shoulder and the other. Just looking. Don't forget to breathe. Easing out. If you want, just do a little bit of vestibular stimulation. Speed that up as much as you can. And come to standing and get yourself together again. It's a really nice thing to do that. Take one ear to the shoulder, roll the head across the front of the chest. Little moves are magnificent. Rolling that chin across the front of the chest, ear to shoulder, ear to shoulder. And then we're going to take the feet just one step wider and we're just going to do some over the body reaches. Just reaching out as far as you can, leading with the fingertips. Knees are soft, don't lock those knees out. Your weight is largely in your heels. Reaching, and we're just going to open out the front of the chest so we come to standing, and we're going to do some pec stretches. Knees are soft, weight is largely in your heels. Your belly button is pulling in towards your backbone and your lady bits are kind of engaged. 3, 2, 1. Take your hands onto your hips and let's do some big circles. Easing out the lower spine, taking those hips for a walk. Take them back the other way. Using your abs, traveling across the whole of your foot to accomplish the biggest move possible. 3, 2, 1, and we're just going to walk those legs out, so lifting. If you need a chair to support you or using the wall, using your abs to lift those knees as high as they will go and sort of making our rainbows with our knees. Shoulders are down and you're breathing. And then what we're going to do without tripping ourselves up is we're going to swip it over, so bring those rainbows in. Lifting and lifting. Feeling those snap, crackles and pops in the hips. Lift and lift, shoulders are down. And then we're going to do some straightforward hamstring reaches. So your hands are on your legs, your shoulders are back, and you're just going to take those hands down to the knees, your back is flat, and up you come with your tasty little glute squeeze. Just feeling how you're easing out those hamstrings, the back of the legs. If you find that your spine is rounding, put your hands on your bottom. Your weight is in your heels. As you come up, squeeze the glutes. Check that your weight is largely in those heels. As you hinge forward, pull your belly button in towards your backbone. 3, 2 and 1. And we're just going to do some squats. Just into the heels, nothing heroic. Hands in a prayer position, taking the weight into the heels. Really trying to make sure that your knees don't come in front of your toes. Take your bottom out. If you wanted to make sure you've got some really good detail on those squats, don't forget what we did a while ago, where you pop a chair into the picture and then just take your bottom down, just so that you touch that chair, and just know that you're going out behind you. If it's too much to get down to the seat, check the chair, put the chair up, and your bottom just touches the back of the chair. And then let's add an overhead reach as you come up, arms down, reaching up. Swing the arms, engage the abs as you bring those arms over the head. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then holding onto your chair or a wall, lifting the knee. Let's do some ankle rotations. Pointing the toes, getting those toes involved in this, getting the arch of your foot involved in this, really using your whole foot as you tip that foot up, pull the toes back towards you, really getting all those muscles, and switch it back the other way, getting all the muscles, all the fascia, all the tendons in the feet involved in this move, really stimulating those feet. We wear shoes a lot, we wear over-engineered trainers. Maybe treat yourself to 10 minutes barefoot walking today. Great little move. Knee up. I might actually put a little movie on. Let's swap the other side. Rolling that foot around. I might actually do a foot workout. Feet are very underestimated and a real target for sort of muscular workout. Switch that ankle rotation the other way. And there are things that we can do. I might actually do a foot workout next week, just so that I can make sure you've got a really good toolkit. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so we are going to go now for our nitric oxide dump. Okay, this is developed by a guy that I've been following quite a lot, Zach Bush. Dr. Zach Bush, doctor in Hawaii. Who wouldn't want to be a doctor in Hawaii? But I quite like the stuff that he says, B-U-S-C-H. And the nitric oxide dump will dilate capillaries, will encourage blood flow, and they reckon that this is a great move to boost immunity. So this is something you could do over Christmas if you haven't got time. And I'm going to talk you through it. I've got options, so you can stay at the lowest intensity option, and then we can add some weight in and we'll add some cardio in. So either stick with a low intensity option and graduate over the next few weeks, or graduate up with me now in the workout. So we're going to do 10 squats. We've practiced these in our warm-up. So set your feet up underneath your hips, and we're going to do 10 squats. Let's go. Shoulders are back. That's my 10 squats done. The next move that we're going to do are alternate arm raises. So your arms are in front of your hip bones, and we're going to raise. That's one move. Let's go. 1, 2. Knees are soft. Keep breathing. We are going to do some non-jumping jacks. So this is where we are... Yes, so we've got our wrists clicked at the bottom, and you're going to click overhead. Okay, so let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pulling up through the abs, fantastic. 10 of those, and then we're going to do 10 shoulder presses. So you've got your hands on your shoulders, your knees are soft, and we're going to press with those hands straight over the head 10 times. Let's go. Four moves, you do them 10 times and you do 4 reps. So we're back to our squats. So let's practice these squats again. Body weight squats. Let's go. 10 squats. Snap up with those hips. taking your hips down as low as you can. Next move, we've got the alternate arm raises set up right. Let's go. We've got our non-jumping jacks. Click, click, get ready. And our shoulder presses. Let's go. Fantastic, we're back to squats. If you want to add something, grab a kettlebell. Hold it in this goblet hold. If you want to keep it body weight, keep going. 10 squats, let's go. We have got alternate arm raises. If you want to add weights in, you can. You might have 2 tins of beans, you might have your 2 favourite dumbbells. You can do alternate arm raises using your weights. Feet are pointing forward. Let's go. 10. And we have got our non-jumping jacks. Again, you can do these with your weights. Click, click, let's go. Watch your knuckles. You can do these body weight. And last of all, we've got our shoulder presses. So set your weights nice up on the pips of your shoulders. Check that your knees aren't locked out. 10 presses. 1, 2. Fantastic, okay? This is a really effective workout, absolutely proven to, I hope you're feeling the tingle, I hope you're feeling a bit of sweat. We're gonna go again with our squats. So you might be holding some dumbbells in that goblet hold. If you want to, why don't you jump out of some of the squats if you feel ready for the impact. 10 squats, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, land on the heels, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Fantastic. Adding that impact. Alternate arm raises, we're going to do them with jogs. So we're going to bring those heels back behind us. Let's go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And we have got our non-jumping jacks. You can do these with weights jumping, or you can do these body weight jumping. 10 of them, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And last of all, our shoulder presses. I'm just going to give you a little move on this. You can do the shoulder presses with your weights, or do it with a goblet weight held in the middle of the chest, and as you come up, press overhead. 10 shoulder presses. Add that squat in if you want. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Squatting or pressing. 8, 9, and 10. Okay, weights down, and just have that very quiet moment right now where you check in with yourself. How do you feel? That really didn't take very long at all. And I will write this into the blurb, and I'll offer you this as a Christmas gift that can just take you out of your head, into your body, elevate that heart rate, and eliminate that sort of festive fustiness that sometimes besieges us when it gets dark so early. Okay, so we are now 16 minutes, great. So I've got 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, great. Got 9 minutes of flexibility workout, okay? So we're just gonna really look at how our body can move. You can add a weight in if you want, or you can do these body weight. We're gonna do a windmill, so we're gonna really work on flexing down the side. Your one foot is pointing forward. The back of your hand is gonna travel down your leg, and you're gonna pop that hip out. And we're gonna take that arm up over the head, and I'm rotating my palm, looking up at my palm, so that I can actually see my palm rotating means that my shoulder is moving. So I'm gonna set the timer for 1 minute. I should have got this ready. You can have a weight in the lower hand if you want. And we're just gonna really do our very best. You do what you can do in that time. No thanks, it wants to show me an update. They always want to show you an update. And we're gonna go, let's give it a go. So you're taking that arm down the leg, rotating. Grab your weight if you want to. Pop the hip out. Pushing into the heels, looking up at the hand, rotating that shoulder, pulling those abs in, keeping the weight close to your leg. Pop that hip out. You can bend the knees if you need that. Don't forget to breathe. You might be doing these body weight, and if you feel ready, stick the weight in the upper arm. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so there's lots of ways you can modify this workout, whether you're unweighted, the weight's in the lower hand or in the upper arm. So let's switch over the other way. One foot is pointing towards me, and you're going to slide that hand down that front leg. Let's go. Just slide down, feel your balance. Extend that arm up overhead. Rotate that palm. Pop that hip out. Engage those abs. Keep breathing. Real good work in those side obliques. Finishing off with your glutes squeeze. Transfer that weight to the upper arm if you want. Could just be a tin of beans. Rotate the shoulder. 6 and 5, 4 and 3, 2, last 1. Fantastic. Okay, next we're going to do some arches. So we're going to step into a backward lunge, step back, arm pointing forward, and then we're going to rotate through the thoracic spine. So we're going to step back onto that back toe, bend in both knees, rotate out and return, whoops, and stand. So step back, bend both knees, open out the chest, take that arm back and stand. Step, check you've got a bend in both knees, weight is in your front heel. If you want to, you could be holding a weight on that arm that you're pulling back, but probably if this is the first time you've done this move, this is enough. Real good move, I would say, Lara, after a busy day on that chip pan. Rotating through the middle of your spine, stepping back, opening out and returning. So let's swap sides, okay? You're going to step back on the other foot. You're arching forward and then you're going to pull back that bow and watch that hand behind you. So let's step back, open out and return to stand. Step back onto that toe, weight is in your front heel, rotate and stand. This is a great move as well for desk workers. Don't forget to breathe. Really getting that flexibility. Use it or lose it, ladies. I'm saying ladies because that's all who I've got in the subscribers group. 10 seconds are left, keep stepping back. 3, 2, 1. Good work. Okay, next we are going into some good mornings. Take yourself a weight if you want, or you can do these body weight. So you've got your bell in under your chin, your weight is in your heels, and you're going to hinge forward and up. The back is flat. Don't overarch. You really do want your head just to come parallel with your hips as we do what they call a good morning. Keep the head up, keep that weight under your chin. Squeeze those glutes. We are literally hinging forward, squeezing in those abs, squeezing those glutes. Don't put that head down too low. You want to be a nice 90-degree angle if I was to come round to your house with my protractor. That's your good morning. It's a beautiful move to do as soon as you get out of bed while the kettle's boiling. And we're going to do a Pilates boxer. Okay, let me just teach this one. So again, we're working on that hip hinge that we practiced in our good mornings. And one arm is forward, one arm is back. And we're going to punch, switching those arms, but your weight is in your heels and your shoulders are parallel to the floor. Pilates boxer, keep that back good and flat. One arm goes forward, one arm comes back. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Breathing. Push into the heels. Work those shoulders, make them proper punches. If you want to, you could have your weights in now. Your tins of beans, back is flat. 20 seconds are left. One arm goes back, one arm comes forward. Check that that back arm is up. 10 seconds. Slow it down if you've got the weights. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Up you hinge. And we're going to go down onto the floor. We are going to develop the move that we did last week, which are our donkey kicks. Let me just pause this. So your hands are underneath your shoulders. Your knees are underneath your hips. And you want to be reaching forward with your left arm and back with your left leg, and then return to the floor. And we reach.
Alternate line.
No, you're going to go on the same. So you're going. The reps are on the same side. So you're on the right hand. Right leg, left hand, and you return to the middle and repeat on the right leg, left hand. Okay. If you want to add something more, rather than returning to that position in the middle of the move, bring the elbow to meet the knee and working those abs that little bit more. 45 seconds of your best bird dogs. Really good setup. Let's reach and return. So you're feeling this in your shoulder, extending that leg out, feeling that work in your bum. Return to the middle, don't overdo it. Work out what is working pain and what is that's enough pain. Now if you want to add something, can your elbow meet your knee? Repeating those bird dogs, keeping the back flat, extending that foot right out behind you. Slow the move down. Breathing all the way with 4 seconds on the clock. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, I'm really glad I didn't do this in the garden. It's far too windy. We're going to go on the other side. So you're going to reach forward with your right hand and you're reaching behind with your left leg. Return to the middle. Keep that belly button engaged and feel that squeeze in your bum cheek. The bum cheek, which is at the bottom of your back, so this doesn't hurt your back. Check that your head's not looking forward. You want your head looking nice and neutral so that the spine is straight. And if you feel like you've got your balance, can your elbow meet your knee? Just have a little play with that move. It's your move. Elbow to knee and a reach. Elbow to knee and a reach. Slow it down. get the most out of that move. Celebrating your flexibility. And those are your bird dogs done. Look at the sweat, it's dripping off me. Time for one last move, which is a lovely shoulder move. I'm just going to teach you, pause the timer. You're lying on your tummy in our Superman position. So your legs are connected with the floor, your toes are on the floor, your legs are relaxed. Pushing up through your abs, reaching ahead for Superman. And you can reach and drop. Reach and drop. If you feel that you've mistressed that move, you reach to fly, pull those arms back, reach forward and drop. So it's up to you how you do your Supermans. It's a real move where you're pushing down to the floor with your abs. Check that your feet are on the floor, and we're just going to reach and pull. Reach and pull. So you're reaching over your head. I'm going to demo this move in a kneeling position. Pulling those elbows right down to your waist. Breathing. Reset at the top. Have that little pulse where you drop to the floor. Push that belly button down and bring those elbows right down to your waist. Pushing that belly button down to the floor. If you feel ready, you can lift your feet off the floor now. You will feel this work in your top of your bottom. If it hurts your back, put your feet back down to the floor and just concentrate on that move. Beautiful breathing, and you are done. Superman pull downs. I don't know about you, but I'm sweating buckets. Who would have thought that a little flexibility workout like that could make us rain so much?